I'm getting rid of the foster child my family has had for over 7 years, and I don't care if it makes me a bad person. Firstly, please reserve judgment until the end. If you still think I'm a bad person after reading this, I won't stop you. I'm a 30-year-old man. My mum was a foster carer for the last 11 years before she passed away. She made me promise that I would take over when she died. She had heart failure, but had lived for 7 years after diagnosis. She had to foster children J and P. J came to live with us when I was 19 years old and he was 8 and had severe behavioral issues linked to his trauma. My world was turned upside down, but I very quickly grew to love him. Underneath the trauma and the difficulties, he was an amazing boy who I loved with my entire heart. He's now 19 himself and still lives with me. He just finished high school and I have no plans to move him out until he is ready. J and I have a great relationship. On the other hand, P is 16 years old. He came to live with us when he was 9. P has severe special needs, and no matter how much I've tried, I just cannot connect with him in the same way I did for J, whereas J's behavior never bothered me. With P they do. I find him frustrating and I have to remind myself that he is only on the same level as a 3/4 years old mentally. And it's not fair that I get frustrated at him. When Mum was still alive, she took the main role of looking after P, and I supported her, which was okay. But I knew that when she was gone I would struggle with him by myself. I didn't sign up to do this. I didn't sign up to look after him for the rest of my life. I just didn't. Mum died 6 months ago, and I said to myself I would try. I kept P for all this time, but I just can't cope with him. I can't. I told my social worker that he needs to be moved by the end of the month because I just can't manage. I want to continue fostering, and I love being a foster carer, but I just cannot meet his needs, and it was different when Mum was still alive. I feel so guilty because I made my mum a promise that I would care for him until he was at least 18, but I'm building resentment towards him, and it isn't fair on him. He deserves to have someone who loves and cares for him in the ways that I just can't. So yeah, call me selfish, call me scum, whatever. I deserve it.
Here are the top comments.
Exactly. The child will be much better off with someone that can meet his needs. It would be unfair to both of them if he stayed. But well done for at least trying.
You tried sincerely, and that is all that can be asked of you. It sounds like P has some problems that require more experienced, specialized help which you need to seek out for him. You are focusing on the fact that he frustrates you, but in reality, you do not have the necessary expertise, experience, or drive to take care of this young man. It would be remiss of you if you didn't hold your hands up and admit that his needs are above your current ability to meet.
You aren't getting rid of him. You are trying to find him a situation where his needs can be met, and that situation isn't with you. Everyone has the ability to do amazing things for others. However, that doesn't mean we all have the ability to do everything everyone needs. That just isn't human. Do what you need to, and anyone who judges you should get stuffed.